there have been some challenging moments. I wouldn't say difficult. I would say challenging because nothing is difficult. Nothing is difficult. It's challenging. But just how it's as challenging, it could be as accomplishing. And there was something that I spoke with someone today. We were having a conversation, sharing. I was sharing my strength in any way that I could to help that person through what they're going through. Because I feel like I went through something similar, and not a first or a last. But yeah. And something I told her was, it's just as important to go backwards as it is to go forwards. And I was like, wow, that's true, because sometimes we feel like, oh, I'm lost in the sauce, or um, a bit down. And we're not even going to say depressed, because we got to eliminate that thought. Like, there are going to be days that you're up, there are going to be days that you're down, there's going to be days where you're nowhere. And that's cool. Like, we don't got to slap a label on that. And there may be years where you're more down than you're up. And again, we're not slapping names on that. So I was like, yo, that's important. And it kind of, in me telling her, also reminded myself, because it's like we're constantly facing these challenges, and sometimes you're like, damn, like I wish I had some form of reassurance. And we do. The thing is, I think we don't ask for it. And I say that because when I do ask for it, I receive it. So it's 10 for 10. That's the type of game we're running here. So like, in doing that, like we sometimes let negativity, let negative thoughts, let doubt, self-doubt, whatever you want to call it, imposter syndrome, whatever you want to call it, wherever you want to call it, like we let that get to us. And it's because we're not nourishing the soul. It's because we're not, like, I guess, speaking to the Most High, or praying, like whatever religion, whatever it is that you do, you're not doing enough of it. Because I was someone, like, and I shouldn't even be speaking past tense, because I feel like I'm still here. I'm still getting my feet out of the mud. Is that I would find myself in situations where I would be like, well, it's, if I do this and I can get this, and like I was mapping out certain things, like my future, or like not even as far, I would say, as steps, because I'm not even someone that says step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I like to take one step at a time lately. But before, I would say, all right, I'm a step 1, and then I'm a step 2. Boom. And I was meeting those goals. The crazy part is that I have never not met those goals. So there's no reason for me to believe that that method or that thought process does not work. It does. But as I'm doing that, I was starting to pick up on not just what I was achieving, but how what I was achieving was all connecting to each other. And how the surroundings, the people I'm around, the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm saying, the things I'm consuming, like, I was starting to see how that all interlocked and interplayed. And so, like, in doing that, you start to see the bigger picture, and you're like, wait, hold up. Like, this shit ain't a coincidence. Like, I know I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. Like, let me humble myself. Like, I know I'm cool, but I'm not that cool. I know I'm her, but nah, let me just stop kidding. Like, I just started taking the time to look for that, because that infinity loop of doing great, feeling down, doing great, feeling down, is like, all right, I'm taking magnesium, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Where is this coming from? Where is this stemming from? And it's like, wow, that's stemming from a place that cannot be fulfilled by anything here. That's stemming from a place that it's hard, and it could be painful to some extent, but it's like nothing you do here is going to fill that. So instead of me just going through the works and riding through it, sometimes tumbling through it, sometimes slacking through it, like whatever. However you did it. However I did it. Like I did it. I made sure shit got done. Made sure shit got done. And still, that would be there. So it's like, what TF? Like, what TF? And then I started lately to replace those moments of me overthinking, of me determining what is A, B, C, and D, to just praying. All right, I'm gonna just pray, because it's getting to the point where like I'm just gonna continue to exhaust myself. So instead of me wrapping my head around the problem and finding the solution and doing this and that, I'm just gonna make sure that I stay present and that I remain available as much as I possibly can, so that God can handle it, so that I have time to pray so He can handle it. And it's like, wow, I should be approaching this all the time like this. All the time. But it's hard because we're sometimes in old habits. We're also sometimes anxiety, control, even depression. Well, we said we're not going to say that. Even moments of difficulty, sadness, whatever you want to describe it at, however you want to describe it as. And like, I started praying. And as I started praying, things became easier and easier. And then things started like revealing themselves easier. Like, all right, you know, am I supposed to make a left or a right here? Instead of me saying, well, if I make a left, then I'm going to do this and that. So maybe it's right. I'm not analyzing that. And then maybe even walking or testing both sides or actually going through it. I just stood there and I'm like, all right, I'm going to wait for something to tell me where I'm going, left or right. And then a fly magically appears and then it goes left. So that's what I'm talking about. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because there's nothing that you can do here on earth that is going to fill any void in your heart, in your spirit, in your mind, in your body, whatever. It's not going to fill it at all. At all. There's no vice that can fill it. You can do all of them at once, together, whatever. It's not going to happen. Through the end of eternity, you can do that, and it will never hit full tank. It just won't. But that does, because it's a connection to your soul. This hunger that you didn't know existed, there, being tickled by that, and it's like intrigued to hear and speak and hear and consume more and more and more and more, and then it keeps going and going, and then you start applying what you consume, and then you start seeing the fruits. Like, holy crap, this really does work. Like, this is real. And so what I've been doing lately is that any opportunity I can, I get to check myself. I've been trying my best to check myself. I've been owning my mistakes. I've been being honest with myself is the first thing. It's like, I'm not going to ignore it. I know what I said or I know what I did that I shouldn't have said or done. Saying the things that I want to say in the moment too. Like, I'm not going to wait to tell this person or do this. No, like, I'm going to say it or do it now. And that's it. It'll live and die here. Boom. And then at the same time, like, I'm noticing some of my friends and families, like, I'm now starting to see what challenges they're stuck at. And it's like, man, like, before I would try to help them through the challenge, and I would, like, hey, what do you need? Your car broke down, you need this or you need that? I'll find the resource, I'll help find the right person, I'll guide them, I'll go for them, like, whatever favor I could do, I would do it. But now I'm like, that's exhausting me, and I feel like it doesn't really teach them. It just builds a reliance, and it's like I'm exhausting myself. So now I'm just praying for everybody, and it's actually should have been doing it since day one. And the challenge that I see often is like anger, sadness, envy, lust, whatever. Like, And it sucks. It sucks because I feel like I've been at most, if not all, of those places. And it's like, damn, bro, like that shit is hard. It's hard to overcome that. It's hard to get this. But it's like, all right. When I find myself thinking of the Bible, I guess, as an example, because I'm sure that across different religions and different beliefs, at core, the message is still the same. It's like, how was it structured? It was like, well, the Bible's a set of stories of people that came across Jesus, or I guess God, the Holy Spirit, the Trinity, in whatever way, shape, or form, 1, 2, 3, or 1. And I hope I don't get butchered for saying that, because I have not read the Bible fully. I just have a vague understanding of it and have dabbled here and there. But basically, like, why can't we write our own Bible? Like, how different are we from those? I can't even say we're sinning more. We're all sinners. So what's the difference? And he technically lives forever through everything. He's timeless. It doesn't apply to him. So he is here always. He never left. So why can't we experience and write and do what they did for the Bible? So when I think about crazy like stuff like that, like, it's not even what I just said that captures my thought, like my attention. It's just like, wow, the existence itself. It's like, wow, this motherfucker never left. But yeah, so when you start seeing that, it's like you become closer to him in a way where it's like, you know what, like, actually he's not in West Bubble. You know what? He's actually right here. And let me see. What is it like? So at a young age, I started to look for that. Like, call it energy, call it God, call it Jesus, call it whatever you want to call it. Aliens. And there's years in between where I forget, or that I fall from grace, or that I ignore. But then when I'm on. And I've been on a long on streak, and I've also have been doing more when I'm on that streak, because now it's like, damn, I'm here. I need to take advantage of this. Like, I don't have time. And it's not like time in the sense of time, but time in the, like, I need to be doing everything I can do it every minute, every second of the day, period. Because time here is limited. We're in a dimension where it's limited. Boom, whatever. So, like, I've been trying to do what? Spread the good news. It's like, if I come across something, or a thought, or a reading, or an action, or a miracle, like, I'll try to tell as many people as I can, because it's just so amazing. And it's like the good news. Like, we should be talking about this shit with each other. Our hardships, our good moments. Like, it's all about unity. It's all about community. And it's like, I myself fall victim to emotions, to sin, to whatever you want to call it. And it's like, damn, like, fuck. But I now got into this motion where it's like, instead of me sulking in it and dabbling and oh my gosh and dragging, it's like, cut, next, restart, because it's like, we don't chop motherfuckers, chop. Shit gotta get done. It is time. So yeah, so whenever I see someone tripping, I'm like, come on, let's go. And I do that through words, through energy, through whatever, however. I'm also just learning to navigate how to do it, when to do it, when I shouldn't, where should I direct my energy, where I shouldn't, because there's some times where I want to be like, nah, that's not worth my time. And it's not worth my time, but maybe they want me to go there. Like, I don't know. So I just pray it out and wait for the moment to present itself. And that's where I'm at. Like, and I'm noticing a lot of people are there, are around there too. And it's like, it's so rewarding to speak to people that peep this game. Like, this shit is crazy. And it's real. And it's like, we need to all be here. But at the same time, I feel like we don't give ourselves a lot of grace. Like, I don't know about just my generation, but most of the people I come across, like, yo, we've been doing a lot since day one. Like, everyone has been putting in the work, whether that work was left, right, up, or down, it doesn't matter. Like, you've been putting in work. And it's okay to hit reverse to then go forward. Like, it's cool. It's definitely cool. And it's actually encouraged, and it's actually heroic, because you just show that you don't give a fuck. I'd rather hit reverse and go the right way than, hey, bro, the good news is you went a long way. The bad news is you went the wrong way. That type of shit. And so, like, I'm seeing that. And it's like, if I could promote that or encourage that in any way, shape, form that I can, I will. And I've been trying to do it more and more lately during those periods of connection. And I've been fighting off all the, like, nah, don't go down that mindset or rabbit hole. Don't go down that road. While at the same time helping those around me, like, yo, we got this. So when it comes to negativity, to the mission, like, just try to do as much as you can to cleanse yourself from every sense. So that you can ask and receive. Because if you're all fogged out, like, you're not really there. You know what I'm saying? So you need to do what you got to do to get there. And I also be procrastinating, but at the same time, I know when I'm not there. So I got to put in more work to get there and to be there longer and more stable until I'm there forever. But I just hope that whoever's going through something, whether that's physically, mentally, whatever, family, friends, partner, or work, health, like, just try that out. But yeah, I encourage you to try your best to get there. We're not competing against each other. Resources are not scarce. This is not the end. This is not the craziest. This is nothing. This is nothing. You hear me? This is nothing. We from New York. We eat this for breakfast. What you mean? Feel me? But you got this. You're the head of your family. We all are the heads of our family. Every single one of us. We each got this horsepower. And if we realize that if we go there with this horsepower, this shit is going to go fast. And this shit's going to be easy. And if we pile up and we got more horsepower, the aliens won't be able to catch up to us. They won't.